Hello, LTV viewers and friends, and welcome to the August 18th, 2025 edition of East End News on LTV. This is your community and your news. I'm Christine Sampson. Help is on the way for Napeague from New York State. Governor Kathy Hochul was in Montauk last week to announce resources allocated to prevent fires and manage the thousands of dead pine trees languishing along the highway.
New York State is responding to the damage caused by the Southern Pine Beetle. Governor Kathy Hochul was in Montauk last week to announce $2.2 million is being allocated to remove acres and acres of dead trees on Napeague that fell victim to the invasive beetle. The state has deemed this a matter of safety because of the wildfire risks posed by these dead trees.
I told my team, get on it. People are so worried about this spreading to their homes and businesses, and this could have gone everywhere. Look what happened in Los Angeles right around that time. People saw those images and they're terrified. I just want to announce this here today, a $2.2 million contract to manage the ongoing fire hazards as a result of the Southern Pine Beetles.
Local fire officials have said the brush fire that burned an area the size of a football field on Napeague in July was hampered by lack of access to fire hydrants, with hundreds of dead trees in the way.
And also we're going to have staffing around the clock during these dry seasons. Staffing around the clock. It's that early warning. You catch early enough, likely to prevent countless acres of devastation.
The state plans to cut and pile the trees, then either chip or burn them under supervision, depending on conditions in the field. This will occur between December and February for the next 3 years. No word as of press time on whether Northwest Woods and Wainscott will receive similar resources. This is Christine Sampson reporting in Montauk for LTV's East End News.
In other local headlines, Southampton Village Police are investigating the disappearance of construction equipment worth thousands of dollars from a business on David White's Lane. Police say the theft occurred sometime between August 1st and August 3rd from Power Equipment Plus. The missing piece of equipment is called a mud buggy, and as you can see, its main components feature red and yellow casings. It's being investigated as a case of grand larceny. Police are urging anyone with information to contact them. The surf was strong, but so was the Hampton Lifeguard Association's youth competition squad in Huntington Beach, California. Not only did the East Hampton-based team place 5th in the nation overall, but also 4 of its more than 60 members are headed to the world stage. Daisy Pitches, Liam Knight, Dylan Zucker, and Gemma will represent the Hampton Lifeguard Association later this year at the International Surf Rescue Challenge in New Zealand. The lively competition last weekend had athletes using all the skills they learn as lifeguards, such as rescue races, paddleboarding, surf skiing, relays, flags, and beach runs. Waves were observed at 4 to 7 feet, and the lateral current was powerful, according to John Ryan Jr., head of the Lifeguard Association. Ryan told the East Hampton Star that this was probably the most difficult tournament I have ever been at since the early 90s. To get 5th in a competition like this is not an easy feat. Accessory dwelling unit. This phrase can either sound unfamiliar or daunting, depending on how much you know about its meaning. But Southampton Town is doing its part to spread the word about this new accessory dwelling unit program. Homeowners can take advantage of it to build small, affordable apartments on their properties to rent to people in need. The organization Community Development Long Island is offering open office hours through Southampton Town to help people understand and use this program to its fullest benefit. Office hours are Tuesdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Southampton Town Hall and Fridays from 11 to 2 at the Town Trustee's office in Hampton-based. No appointments are necessary. Curious homeowners can just drop in to learn more. More information is available by scanning this QR code. Our next story is about a Swiss developer of electric airplane technology that recently exhibited its latest model at the East Hampton Airport. The creators of this video were pretty special too, high school students from the East Hampton Star Summer Academy. Let's take a look.
East Hampton Airport was the final stop on H-55's electric aircraft tour, which showcased a groundbreakingly quiet, fuel-free airplane from August 4th to 10th. H-55 is based in Switzerland. Founded by the team behind its predecessor, Solar Impulse, their goal is to revolutionize the aviation industry by providing certified electric propulsion and battery management systems. The East Hampton's airport noise levels are a large concern for residents, but a noise abatement test outside of Denver revealed that the B-23 electric flies below ambient noise levels of 60 decibels. To boot, it has a range of 400 nautical miles.
This is really a solution for communities and residential neighbors of airports that may not use aviation, may not fully understand the value that it brings to their community. But this is a clean, quiet means of flight that would make communities and airports thrive together.
Electric motors have existed for quite some time, but H-55's new technology combines them with solar batteries in airplanes.
The whole system is designed so there's no single point of failure. Redundancies up and down. So it's like two parallel systems working together and can work on one or the other or both together.
Not only is the technology novel, but H-55's trailblazing work is also rewarding for their employees.
That's really what this is all about. Honestly, I'm so honored to be part of this team as well because, as I had mentioned, our chairman, our leaders, the co-founders here at H-55 came from Solar Impulse. So really talk about genius and innovators, walking legends in the aviation for us.
With Solar Impulse, no doubt about it, we were pioneers of what we did. I mean, think about it. We flew 45,000 miles around the world on electric motors with energy from the sun, not one drop of fuel. So yes, we're pushing the needle, the envelope, and that feels kind of cool, to be honest with you. You know, we're trailblazing and things like that. And the fact that we're trailblazing with a lot of support. We have had 170 flights in the United States since the beginning of April, and everybody loves this experience.
Reporting in Wainscott for LTV East End News, this is Benjamin Shapiro with Noah Magaziner, Quinn Corletto, Tatiana Bosch, and Isaac Lefcourt from the East Hampton Star Summer Academy.
We go from planes to trains now to find out what's happening with the MTA's capital plan for the Long Island Railroad. Correspondent Dara Berger has more on this story.
Not having enough trains to choose from could soon be a thing of the past. The MTA has a new capital plan that would have more trains running on the South Fork.
Now, the MTA is one of the largest transportation systems in the world, and I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. And we have a piece of it out here on the South Fork of Long Island. This is the Montauk branch of the Long Island Railroad. This is the branch that goes from Speonk out to Montauk, including all of the stops in between.
The MTA's plan identifies upgrades from Speonk to Montauk costing $260 million. This would require 5 new sidings, which allow trains to pass each other, being crucial for managing train traffic, additional platforms at certain train stations, as well as a totally upgraded signal system.
Having regular train service on the South Fork is going to have a significant change on ridership, as well as the amount of people in cars out here on the South Fork.
Even though Schiavone has been working on this for the better part of a decade, he gives credit to his predecessor, Fred Thiel, for working on this for a significant portion of his career and getting the train service that we have now. Schiavone hopes that by having more trains on the South Fork, not only will people be able to get out of their cars, but commute easier to and from the city as well as other parts of the island. Although Schiavone's looking forward to seeing more trains on the schedule, he did explain that the MTA has a few projects they need to attend to first, including repairing 3 local bridges that go over the railroad tracks, and right now, that is their priority.
Be patient with the MTA. These things take time, and I want to thank the MTA and the Long Island Railroad for really taking a serious look at the traffic conditions out here on Long Island.
Schiavone says he thinks it will help in the summertime with the big exodus of people leaving New York City on a Friday night for the Hamptons, but it won't solve it. You can find more information on the MTA's capital plan from their website. Schiavone still has pop-up summer office hours at a few different locations, and he encourages people in the community to come out and visit him. Dara Berger, reporting from East Hampton for LTV East End News.
Summer is in full swing, and if there's one beachy tradition to enjoy on the beach in Amagansett, it's the annual Clamshell Foundation Sandcastle Contest. Here's a nostalgic look back at one of its earliest competitions.
Inside the archive is our weekly look back in time, thanks to the East Hampton Library's digital Long Island collection. The Clamshell Foundation's annual Sandcastle competition came back last weekend for their 34th year. Held at Atlantic Beach in Amagansett, beachgoers enlist to show off their talents by building extraordinary sand sculptures. In a 2001 segment of the Hampton Beat, contestants are interviewed about their creations and their building strategies.
Well, tell us about the contest itself. Some people may not know about it. The Sandcastle Contest, running 10 years.
Right, this is the 10th year. We have basically 5 different age groups, and you have 6 people in a group. And we have trophies by Mr. Sandman and prizes and gift certificates from all local businesses.
Now, what do you have here? You've got some
We have our tools.
Okay,
We're going to make like 100 cars. We're going to work quickly and just make them up and down the beach. We're not going to compete with detail. There's masters here at Sculptor.
And we're going to make a lot of cars and traffic jams and cars smashing into each other.
So what do we have on here? What did you use? What's all that green?
It was washed up seaweed. We found it all along the shore.
Did a good job with his eyes. What did you put in there?
I took one big white shell, put it in there, and then I took a thin black one and stuck it.
From the Coliseum to iguanas, there's no limit to what contestants can build.
Do you think you're going to win anything?
Came out to have a good time. I already did that.
For East End News, I'm Lisbeth Leone.
Thanks for watching this week's edition of East End News on LTV, bringing you hyperlocal headlines through the power of public access television. I'm Christine Sampson, and we'll see you again soon.